Hello, dear friends. It's incredible the amount of information that is coming out this new year. So much so that I have been trying to summarize it all day. But this is only part of it. More tomorrow. Opinion piece. Liberation year. Change is at hand. Success is guaranteed. The coalition is ahead. On the brink of peace. The wait has been hard. Everything is about to start. The delay has not been in vain. Extreme polar vortices in 2025. We've already suffered too much. The new world is positively polarized. The old world order collapsed in 2021. The global geopolitical situation changes. Let's start. The world is on the brink of permanent peace according to Peter B. Mayer. The year 2025 will free us from debt slavery. We are already well on our way behind the scenes. Trust the plan. We have all the information. The coalition has had the luxury of waiting for the perfect moment to strike the death blow to the dark side. The final decision will be made by Father Mother God. It's no wonder that the cabal is frightened. The world is on the verge of permanent peace. This is an achievement of the utmost importance created by us with the help of a galactic family. All war forces and materials are returning to their home bases. It's all over for the cabal. Everyone can look forward to a prosperous and healthy future. Very soon, we will truly be free inhabitants of planet Earth and will evolve as our Creator always intended. It is to be expected that the stock market will collapse like a house of cards, and the gold and silver asset standard will be introduced as a global solution along with currency revaluation to pave the way for the introduction of the new QFS financial system. Thus, the world is heading for a major sovereign debt banking crisis that will shake many markets. According to a message from the Absolute Father, humankind is the driving force of all awakening souls, because you have the power to accelerate the transition. The reason is that the world geopolitical situation will change dramatically in 2025 as a result of the change of power on January 20th, and regressive plans will begin to crumble like a house of cards. The strong intention of the forces of light to preserve humankind as a species will be the driving force of all awakened souls on Earth. It can already be seen now how many human beings are not afraid to tell the truth, and how the puppets are frightened of the upcoming revelations. So, the powerful wave of energy that is coming now will be accompanied by a wave of information that will bring the truth and tear off the masks of the hypocrites and cynics, whose policies have led humankind into the abyss. All this will contribute to the rapid awakening of millions of living human beings. The unity you have dreamed of will come now, and it will be the unity not out of fear or submission, but through the liberation of the consciousness of millions in plural of human beings from the darkness of the three-dimensional world, who long to build a new life. Progress. Message from the High Council of the Pleiades. The old world order has already collapsed in 2021, and the world is now in its final contraction after the death of the elitist regime, as the head of the octopus was removed years ago, because people have awakened and realized the truth. Much has been achieved in recent years, Life on Earth was threatened until 2012. The time has finally come to make some revelations that many have been waiting for. The wait has been hard, but necessary, as the coming revelations will shock many people, especially those who are still very much asleep. When they wake up from their illusion, they will not realize the reality. Those who are awake and aware will experience great changes. Rest assured that everything is happening just as originally planned by our higher galactic helpers. This time, all the parameters are in place to ensure success. Everything is about to begin. It will bring us the light to act at higher levels and eliminate all negative forces and completely cleanse the planet Earth. Then we will enter a new positively polarized world. It is a huge effort, but we will succeed. Most people don't know what has happened on our planet, nor have they understood what the disappearance of the regressive side means for the entire universe. They don't want to and cannot follow the ascension because they have remained in lower frequencies and have not developed their consciousness in the fourth dimension to be ready to ascend to the fifth. There are also those who don't want to believe in this change and prefer to continue living in their comfort zone. It is their decision, and no one can question it, because their souls has decided that they need more time to develop spirituality and ascend to higher frequencies. Promises. Great changes are on the way to raise humanity's consciousness to the fifth dimension as the light advances. The interim period has not been in vain. Action was needed earlier to put everything in its place. The goal is to bring our planet to a higher resonance frequency and encourage people to move forward. The battle of the global mafia against the light is lost. They will be held accountable for everything. No one will escape until justice is done. They are literally up against the wall. This time, victory is ours. We face the daunting task of stopping the hidden cabal from wreaking havoc when they are forced to admit defeat. We can get outside help, but we have to make the changes ourselves because it is our planet. The fear psychosis will end. Planet Earth will become a peaceful, problem-free world where everyone can relax. Rest assured, our new era has already begun. Better things are coming. Our new way of life will be very different. Banishment. The Antarctic continent contains a portal through which select global elites can travel to distant worlds in the universe, where they are well cared for, but banished forever from Earth. Following the principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, their lives will be spared in exchange for their help in dismantling the current monetary system and ensuring smooth transition to the new QFS monetary system run by the people themselves. Before they leave for their new world, they must assist with the transition of the global financial system to the QFS and undo all the black magic used to enslave humankind and the Earth. They are the only ones who can dismantle the dark web they have created. An economic collapse would have brought even more suffering and misery to the people during this difficult transition. We humans have already suffered enough. That is why the coalition is making sure that this transition causes as little damage as possible. This transition is directly related to the introduction of the quantum finance system, which has been the subject of much speculation. What is little known is that this new system was invented to take over the central bank's debt monetary system and end financial slavery and control over the population. To do this, the coalition has given President Trump the magic wand to take over the old banking system without any major changes. The current monetary system is protected by secret codes. These codes are essential for a smooth transition from the old cabal monetary system to the new value-based QFS system. Without these codes, the transition would be long and complicated. Using these codes will speed up the transition from the old to the new system and completely eliminate unexpected obstacles. This will avoid loss of time and inconvenience to users. Anomalies. Blackout alert. Extreme polar vortices in 2025. A historic cold will invade North America starting next week. A perfect solar storm similar to that of 1859 would put the power grid out of service if it occurred today, indicates a report from the FEMA agency in singular. A whistleblower pilot reveals a plot to blanket the world in a thick and natural fog. It sticks to buildings, seeps into homes, and doesn't go under the sun. Is there something in the fog that's making people sick? This airy fog is causing people to lose sleep and dogs to behave strangely. I trust dogs more than the government. Russian Tesla weapons could trigger an earthquake according to such a file. Scalar wavelengths are finer than gamma rays or X-rays. Serge Monsanto suggests that the Bluebeam project aims to apply a religion on a global scale with aliens and the Antichrist. According to Morgan, the bigger the limousines, the bigger the people who sit or lie in them. And the same goes for funerals. Giorgia Meloni's government in Italy has managed to prevent more than 200,000 illegal immigrants from reaching its shores. Dystopias. Advocates of globalism envision a world governed by a centralized authority, fusing politics, religion, and economics. Is it the end of humankind? They disconnected the power supplies of oxygen, stripped patients naked, and forced them to expose themselves to the cold, and then burnt down Gamal Adwan Hospital, one of the last functioning hospitals in northern Gaza. Incredible. According to Susana Maresca, Salusa, through Mike Kinsey, told us many years ago to think big, and a group of people around the world took that to heart. Look at us now, empowered and unmanageable. That basically means the end of the tag team. We will never be unwilling slaves again. I would say Happy New Year, but not everyone is having it, says Poet Talk. What about entire countries taking hostage? What about media ownerships, banks and savagery in the Middle East? I am assured that the ineffable divine is in charge of all things, even though appearances may indicate otherwise. Economy. Gold and silver continue to rise, even as China slumps according to Arcadia Economics. Credit card defaults rise 50%. Crisis accelerates according to ITM Trading. Panic buying returns to stores as citizens sense tough times ahead according to Epic Economist. Turkey and Saudi Arabia will not join the BRICS, as both nations backed off plans to join due to economic pressures. In addition to Turkey, Nigeria, Vietnam and Algeria have declined an invitation to join the alliance. 23 countries want to join the BRICS in 2025, Azerbaijan, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Burkina Faso, Cambodia, Chad, Colombia, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Honduras, Laos, Kuwait, Morocco, Myanmar, Nicaragua, Pakistan, Palestine, Senegal, South Sudan, Sri Lanka, Syria, Venezuela, and Zimbabwe. USA. Trump threatened by Mexican drug cartels. A Cybertruck exploded at the entrance to the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. Matthew Lindberger, 37, of Colorado Springs, has been identified as the Las Vegas shooter. They are scared to death. That's probably why they gave him a warning by blowing up the Cybertruck in front of the Trump Hotel. I think it was a message. In the past 2 days, we have seen 3 attacks. A Tesla truck bombing in Las Vegas, a vehicle attack in New Orleans, and now a shooting at the nightclub in Queens, New York. It could be a chaos operation, according to Mike Adams. Trump sends message: we will move from income tax to tariffs. Biden moves to ban offshore oil and gas drilling to block Trump's energy agenda. Elon Musk accuses President Biden of treason. Elon Musk has adopted a new persona, Quecus Maximus, and is fueling a strange but compelling new narrative, fueled by frogs, Roman memes, and sky-high financial stakes. The name, inspired by a medieval Roman fighting frog, is not only sparked laughter, but an explosive surge in the cryptocurrency market. The aptly named meme coin, Cus Maximus, sold 50,000% overnight, turning early speculators into instant millionaires. Musk's shift from dog-themed coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu to a frog-themed narrative marks an intriguing evolution. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.